Then we had Arkansas going on the road at number 11, Tennessee. And this was a very interesting game. Arkansas has not been good. Coach is fired, obviously. Not great. They've been blown out by teams like Notre Dame. They've had really tough emotional losses to Memphis and Ole Miss in games that they were really close in. And Tennessee, I expected better than this, but maybe I shouldn't have because their defense has not been good. They gave up 34 to Mississippi State. They gave up a ton to Georgia. Like, Tennessee is good, and I think they can find a way to win games like this, but they shouldn't have to put up 34 against Arkansas. They really shouldn't. Their defense has really got to fix their holes, Jack. And I feel like that's how the SEC is kind of shaping out. It's like all these teams got a lot of holes, and it's all about how good they are at like covering them up. And at the moment, I would say Texas A&M is for sure. And you really see the ripple effect with Tennessee here with their defense, and you worry that they're eventually going to drop one like they did against Georgia. And you can't lose a game like this to Arkansas. Like the fact that they're still number 11, I get it that they should have beat Georgia. I get that. It's like their defense is very suspect. And if they give up 31 and barely win by 3 to Arkansas, it doesn't bode much confidence for the team going forward, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely, it does not. I mean, I would definitely say they're not really a player in the SEC. There is a lot of like okay teams. There's not a lot
Mhm.
of like the clear favorite is Texas A&M, Alabama, and
Right,
Georgia's struggling behind there. But there's a lot
right,
of like
right.
one
That's
loss.
crazy to say.
Right,
Yeah.
I know. Because I mean, earlier this year when Georgia beat Tennessee, I was like, oh, Georgia's still running this conference. But you really don't see this
You're
right
like, oh,
now.
mhm.
Yeah, but
Right,
Arkansas absolutely just exposed Tennessee's weaknesses there. This was very like suspect this game. And they did fire their coach, but Bobby Petrino came in. His first time coaching since 2012. It was very interesting because they immediately just looked like a better team, and this was way closer than it should have
right,
been to an Arkansas team that has not been good this year.
right. And you start to kind of worry with Tennessee because it's like, yeah, they're winning some of these games, but you think about it, they went to overtime at Mississippi State and gave up 34 points. It's like that felt very respectable at the time, and maybe it still does. But then you see a week later when Mississippi State plays Texas A&M, and they didn't even crack double digits. Where it's like I think that really shows the leakage in Tennessee's skill set right now, and it's that their defense couldn't stop a fly. They can't stop anything. So I mean, you can't give up 31 points to Arkansas. And I know with the new coach coming in and, teams end up playing better, but it's like they're kind of having these types of performances against everybody. They gave up 34 to Mississippi State. Talked about what they did with Georgia. Not great. I mean, they gave up a ton of points there as well. They even gave up 24 to UAB. And that's not any disrespect to UAB, but they haven't even played great against teams like Army. And I know Tennessee put up 56 points, but it's like if UAB is dropping 24 on you, like imagine a game where you're not going to be able to score 56 and you're going to have a team like Arkansas that is able to score more. Like it's just kind of the leakage in there where it's like I do think Tennessee's good, but you really worry about them in big games because they can't stop any offense, it seems, Jack.
It really doesn't. I mean, Mississippi State looks more lackluster, and they are still a good team. I mean, they almost won that Tennessee game. They should not give
Right.
this many points, especially against Arkansas. So we'll see if it gets better and better. I
Right.
mean, like these lower level SEC teams, we can see their weaknesses, like LSU. We'll get into later. Their offense can't put
Right.
too much points. But this is
Mm-hmm.
really something you
Right.
need to work on. I mean, it's good that they still
Mm-hmm.
won. And number 11,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, makes sense
Right.
because they could be undefeated right now. But this is definitely like a pretender in that category for sure. And they got to work on a lot of stuff for sure.
Right, definitely. And in an SEC conference that's really competitive. Like it's insane how competitive it
Mhm.
is. Like you we can even say Texas still has a chance.
Mhm.
Like it's a really deep conference and it's really a mosh pit this year. And even though Texas A&M is kind of leading the charge, they still have a tough schedule coming up. They're all playing each other. They're all playing each other. So we're really going to see how it really shakes out. I don't have much confidence in Tennessee in these big games because they can't stop anything and they can't keep relying on their offense to play Superman because we saw how that worked out against Georgia, which honestly they should have had that game against Georgia. They were playing good defensively. But then all of a sudden Georgia just railed them over and over and then it's like you hold them to a 4th and 8 and you let them throw a 40-yard touchdown and then you miss a field goal. It's like Tennessee could very easily be undefeated. So maybe we're hating a little bit, but it's like you're giving up like on it kind of goes back to a thing I had said a while ago in an NFL episode actually about the Bengals last year, where it's like, okay, you gave up 38 to the Ravens. Okay, that makes sense. Ravens are a good team. Sure. You gave up 41 to the Ravens. Fine. That makes sense. But then you're giving up 41 to the Steelers. It's like, okay, this isn't working. Like, we understand that's a great team. We get that. But then you're doing the same thing against a team that isn't great on offense. Well, then you look at Tennessee and it's like, okay, you gave up all that points to Georgia. You know what? It's Georgia. That makes sense. You know, Georgia's really good. We'll excuse that. But then it's like when every team can kind of score on you like that, that's when you really see the holes in the team, Jack.
Absolutely. And this is definitely something you need to look at and just take more into weeks because, yes, they do have a hard schedule. SEC is extremely competitive, probably the most competitive we've seen in a
Right.
while, where almost every team in the conference still has a chance to maybe take that spot.
Right.
Like,
Hmm.
I think Texas A&M really is the favorite, but like Alabama is looking better and better each week. And I think if Texas A&M loses, I think they can really absolutely take that spot. And this is
Right.
definitely something they need to take more into weeks. But like, this is definitely suspect, and then it's like very concerning
Hmm.
going out of week
Right.
7.
Right. And you talk about it, the age old saying defense wins championships, and especially in such a deep conference, especially when they have so many tight games played, their defense is going to play a lot better. And if they continue to play at the level that they are at now, I don't think they're going to have that good of a chance to get to Atlanta and play for an SEC championship.